All right, go ahead, Danny. Quick, take us in.
Hey, all right, y'all. I'm excited. This is part two. If you're coming from part one, you already saw the first issue of the Hot Shot Ace Blade crossover. This is part two, and this is about to be real genuine reactions because Mike just told me something off screen that I didn't even know. Okay, so I now I'm the writer. I'm Danny J. Quick. I make Ace Blade, King Supreme Lumberjacks, Fourth Wall Universe. This is most epic Michael Watson, and he is the CEO of Freestyle Comics and the writer, creator, artist sometimes of Hot Shot. And this is the crossover that we're doing, Ace Blade and Hot Shot. Really, this idea just came from us always wanting to work together. And the last couple of years, there's been a lot of people talking about crossovers, and me and Mike are just like doers. We're just we are. Hey, we talk about a lot of things, but we really like to just do it if we can. And since there are characters, we can do it. So this is a breakdown, early in the process breakdown. One of the editors has already looked at this issue and made some changes, and y'all are going to be seeing them in real time with me. So come on, Mike, let's do it.
Hey, I could, yeah, I could have said it better. I absolutely love the stuff. So go ahead and get it, spell it up.
I'm gonna tell y'all once we get there. I'm gonna tell y'all the real reason why they changed it. I'm gonna tell y'all. I'm gonna tell y'all the real reason why they changed what I had in there because, but we're gonna see. But I'm excited about the changes that I've heard about so far, but I have not seen them yet. So here we go.
No, and we'll actually go through that because Danny has his reasons. I'm gonna tell you.
He gonna tell on me. I'm gonna tell on him. He gonna tell on me.
So, all right, opening page, Ace Blade number 15. Ace Blade has just realized that he is in a different universe and he is seeing his altered version of himself, basically about to face the same situation that he has faced in Ace Blade 1. So he's kind of crouched down next to a garbage dumpster. Hotshot comes over in for support. And again, we're still trying to control your eyes. So this brings you in because we naturally read left to right. Body language, his eyes, arms, knees, leading you down to this panel where we zoom out and we see Hotshot put his hands on Ace Blade's shoulder to give some support. But everything here is leading you over to this next panel, and we got Ace Blade. I decided to focus in on his knees and his hands, like his knees are resting on his hands, and he's squeezing his mask. This is like a part in the script that was like highlighted to show his frustration and anger. Like at an angle, this is bringing you down here, and this is coming up here to connect. And we see Ace Blade kind of in this montage. That'll be one panel of like saving lives, being a hero, being with Lady Luck, facing villains. There's a classic little montage of how everything, kind of like a summary of what Ace Blade's been going through. And I really like this panel. I just had fun drawing this. I
That's a
just
good
love the
perspective, man.
angle
I like that.
that we get to play with here. Hotshot still giving support to Ace Blade, letting him know, like, hey, man, we can do this. Ace Blade taking a deep breath here, looking at his mask, gets it back on, and we get a kind of a full, we pull the camera back to get like a wider shot of the alleyway, and we're at, and about to get ready to get going. Now we're into a completely different scene now, jail scene, bars, and we still have Blackjack.
One second. One second. So, as a writer, I'm always thinking about themes, right? And one of my favorite things to talk about, and something that a lot of people can relate to is, you know, would I change things, right? Regrets, right? Regrets that you have. So this first panel is a little emotional. It's kind of a different start from the first issue. We saw that get right into the action, but this one starts in a more emotional place. So Ace Blade sees that this literally in this other universe is the day that he might die, or the day that he was supposed to die, and literally the day that he decided to become Ace Blade. So now in his brain, he's thinking, okay, what would I do? Would I go back and change this? He's seeing all of the things that he went through. Like, okay, I've saved these people. Had this thing with Lady Luck. I've fought these villains. And you see, Mike gives him a pep talk, and he decides to get up. He puts his mask back on, and he gets after it. So one of the things, who was it? Rocky. He was talking about. I don't. It's not about it's not about how many times you get knocked down. It's about if you can get back up and stay in the fight. So just a little pep talk, just to say, hey man, we're gonna get through this. Let's go. So, and that's all it takes. Take a deep breath, put your mask back on, and keep going.
All right, I decided that it's the eighth grade. Purple line.
There we go. All right, I like it. I like it.
All right, so we got Blackjack. She's in a cell, and it's kind of like some rim lighting. Little sexy figure there, cast over the shadow.
Got your what's her name? Rogue. Got your rogue pose.
Yeah.
I got you.
Pull out of the jail cell, and we kind of see this like kind of dungeon-like laboratory with a lot of different artifacts and magic things and totems and things like that. And we see a figure start to come in cloaked. This figure's over mystical like energy swirling.
Yep. Mm-hmm.
And then we get another shot of Blackjack on the bars yelling like that now. So then this panel I thought was really fun. I was trying to find creative ways to include the panel behind the bars. So we've got the overall bar panels here with Blackjack kind of in the foreground there. But then this panel,
you always be on it, bro. You be on it with yours, bro. Put the panel behind the bars. This dude is on another level. This dude is on another level. He put the panel behind the bars from the perspective of the person in the bar. This dude, hey, shut it down. Hey, shut it down. It's over. Hey. My bad. Okay, go ahead. Keep going.
We want real reactions. So we had a closer look at the awards and accolades that are actually on the wall. We see PhDs and doctorates and stuff. And we take one in specific, and we really focus on that one. It's the picture of a young person, a younger person or whatnot. And then we come to this panel where we see a close-up face on our mysterious villain. This is Majigin. Majigin was one of the created for the Gauntlet series, which this is falling within. We pulled that kind of on that same pose and kind of revealed the whole of his body, and he's got the emerald right there. So keeping these things here, and, just trying to swing these around to control your eye to bring you down here, and we unveil and showcase the emerald. And then this has been my favorite panel to do, these type of panels with Blackjack, where she kind of fades into shadow to see if she's about to start teleporting. Because Majigin doesn't know that she can teleport.
Yeah. Them bars can't hold Blackjack. I want to ask though, is there going to be something in those establishment panels, the ones up top, looking around the certificates and everything, that tells us where in the Freestyle Comics universe Majigin is from? Like, will we be able to see on one of those certificates maybe a little Easter egg that says what city or where he grew up or something like that?
Well, yeah, so he's gonna have all types of stuff in there. So we will have scrolls from thousands of years ago and things like that. He's an immortal being.
Yep.
So we'll have Easter eggs like that to show like it's gonna be like a vampire's life. And you're gonna have to assume that like, oh, maybe that's him in these pictures progressing through and stuff. Because later on in the Gauntlet, we're gonna introduce what his alter ego looks like and where he actually has been keeping people, because we just established. It's like with you and the Scarab, we've established the interior of the base, but we haven't shown the exterior.
Gotcha.
Right. Then what are you laughing at? Stop! I'm recording. What are you doing?
I
knew that's what you were going for. My wife's trying to tickle me.
Hey, a live tickling session. I like it.
Live, but yeah. So that's gonna be fun, having the ability to put those Easter eggs up there and kind of give you the narrative and like you'll piece together. Because these Gauntlet books, while they are not truly in sync, like to be continued, they're all one shots. And then I was kind of thinking I didn't want to have too much of an ego, but like think of this as Hot Shots version of Nightfall from Batman, when Bane put him through the ringer to finally take them off, because there is going to be a big end game boss that they're all going to have to fight in over for Manifest. So that brings me over here. Like I said, I've had fun designing these pages with Blackjack. Just doing the cast shadow and stuff has been excellent. But then this page, I'm terrified of it, but I'm also gonna have a lot of fun with it if I can pull it off.
Bruh, I was about to say, what in the world?
So, boom, she disappears. Majin turns around and like, where did you go? And then she pops up behind him. She's stolen the emerald, and Majin reaches for it, like, give me that back. Blackjack doesn't realize how fast. Like, Majin is a big boy, but he's quick. So he quickly grabs her hand, saying, give that back to me. And then all of a sudden, the energy flares, spark, and their bodies start to transfigure and morph, and they are combining together. So, like, this is Majin's hand all the way over here, which is Blackjack's hand, and she's screaming in pain as their bodies are merging. And Majin's back here in pain, and that's like Blackjack's hand over here. And her arm is discombobulated right here. And smoke and energy and light festering off this whole thing of them transmorphing together. Now, I don't know which one I like. I kind of do, but I want to do two versions of it. Of this.
Oh man!
So the first version I did, I thought about in my head first is this one, where the smoke is starting to filter through, but we can see the eyes of something new, and then we see the mouth of it opening up here, with smoke still around it, and then we kind of see more of the figure, rim lighted, that's coming together, and then we unveil that whole figure with the emerald on Keston's chest. And then
I want to see that other one though.
And then then I was like, well, let me try this one, where you start to see like Kashat, like rim lighting of the body and the head not really making out what it is, but it's starting to form energy and smoke around it. And then we focus in on the mouth here, opening up at an angle. We're seeing like the hair, we're seeing the muscular structure, creature, and there's still smoke surrounding it. And then we focus on the chest with the emerald being blasted, and you see like the silhouette, like upper body shape of this thing. And you're like, oh, that's just Majin. And then we reveal the face, which is a combination of Blackjack and Majin. That's the normal Majin.
I think I like that one better because then you get the reveal of the full body later. Like you kind of get a T. I don't know. It's
So that's why that's why I did 2 pages. 2 different pages, so I could ask you which one you prefer, because I'm also kind of behind the idea of you get the reveal of the face, but not the full body till later on.
Yeah, because I know there's a page later or a scene later where you do get the full reveal, and I don't know. I kind of like this one better.
So there it goes, y'all. That's the one we're going with. Live decision just made right there in this conversation. All right, so I just copied this page from the previous issue because this is pretty much exactly what happens in Hot Shots world, but in Blade's world, Ace Blade's world, but with Hot Shots people. So I just put this as a placeholder, and I want to mimic this exact layout. I want to mimic this layout so it is a ringer back to when Hot Shot came to Ace Blade's world and met his people.
Yep, the EHD. Yep, absolutely.
Is
it Ironsmith in this part, or is it who is it?
And I actually forgot to come back to this page and tweak it, but it is a placeholder there. So here we go with page 8. So I did this thing in Hot Shots 10, where I would do these kind of outline panels around the main figure and silhouette and one shape people in the background. And so I thought it was perfect to bring it back here because in the scene, Hotshot pulls Ace Blade to the side and say, hey, because like they're looking for another emerald. And Ironsmith says, this would be way easier if we had a shard of it or a piece of it so we can track the bigger piece. And that's when Hotshot pulls Ace Blade to the side. So I wanted to kind of really drive that idea home that they're separating themselves from the group while the group is still acting, but I didn't want too much detail in that because I wanted, it's almost like when you focus a camera on the foreground to push back the background type of group.
Was the last page, so there's a line in on the last page where he talked about it having gravity. Is that where you decided that Hotshot, because I think Hotshot is the one who says it has gravity. Maybe it's Ironsmith, but I think it's Hotshot. Is that where you figured a Hotshot might be able to sense it where others might not be able to?
Yes, that it gives him a different feeling that it's clicking.
Nice.
So what I am trying to do, based off of the very dope writing of James E. Quick, because he's giving us pieces that he didn't even realize that he needed to give us.
I didn't even know.
It's going to be connected to the final end game in Hot Shots with him, like the final story or the final adventure of Hot Shot. All that's going to come to be paid off. But dropping these breadcrumbs and stuff in there is, what leads us to it. So when you go back and you read the book, you're like, oh shit, pumping it up there. So, so we got Ace Blade and Hot Shot talking right here. This is a worm's eye view of them of us looking at them because they're kind of huddled in this conversation. And Ace Blade's like, hey, all right, well, let's rally the crew. And Ace Blade's like, nah. Or Hot Shot's like, nah, this is just be us. And Ace Blade's like, oh, is this one of these complicated things? And Hot Shot's like, no, this is just my comment. Hot Shot gives him a backpack, a booster pack so he can fly. And then they take off. And so this is where that gag of it's complicated comes into play. And that's where we had to switch it up so we can make it work with the Vigilance character instead. Mm-hmm. This is going to be more of a breadcrumb for us in the long run. And so we have Ace Blade and Hot Shot in the establishing panel flying to Cleveland, Ohio.
Cleveland, this is for you.
And then they land on the balcony of a penthouse, and we have a character silhouetted, and we reveal it to be Vigilance. We are at the home of Vigilance.
Don't for the people watching this, don't be surprised if you see Ace Blade use that jetpack in later issues of Ace Blade, because he's definitely trying to take it back to his. He's definitely trying to take it back with him if he can.
So this is part of the conversation I had with Danny Cooper, our editor, about how can we make this work, because I was on the page where so first off, Quick wanted to have this flirtatious session at Carla's house where Ace Blade would occupy Carla at her front door while Hot Shot
distract Carla.
With these earrings, that would be the Emerald Shards, because Hot Shot has seen those before. And I really like that scene, and I think it's a fun scene. But as far as where Carla is right now in the story, that doesn't work because her and Mike aren't talking at all. Mm-hmm. How would I explain that she got these emerald earrings, which are connected to a grander story? Because I also don't want to have a bunch of these emerald pieces everywhere. So then I switched it and asked Quick, like, well, how does it feel if we can still do that with the art museum? We saw a small emerald in the art museum that's on display, and we go to that museum to get it, but we run into Carla, and one of the people there is somebody that she's dating who works there, and he gives us the package like we're carriers or whatnot. Mm-hmm. And Mike has to deal with the fact that he is not seeing Carla and move on, which I thought would be really good. But then my editor, being the editor, has pointed out, like, why would the museum have that in there? How did they get it? And while we always want to think about relationships in our stories and how they are moving and keeping that story going on, that was a very valid point. If this emerald was what it is, or giving up the same energy, EHD would have took it. EHD would have had the emerald already, wouldn't be in the situation. So that's when Danny was like, make it Vigilance. We already are kind of tiptoeing to, like, the Dining Girl hinted that he needs to date somebody in the industry. Him and Vigilance have had a lot of conversations. They're getting very personable with each other, and they're always working together. So we visit her at her penthouse, and Vigilance says, hello.
No, hold on now. Hold on.
Go ahead.
I'm going to tell the people the truth. I'll tell them the truth, Mike. When me and Mike first started this idea, and he was like, he wanted me to write it, the first reference point that we had was World's Finest, right?
Yeah.
World's Finest, Batman and Superman. And my personal favorite part of World's Finest is Bruce Wayne going to Metropolis and dating Lois Lane. Like, one of my personal favorite parts of that is the tension in Bruce Wayne dating Lois Lane and Clark and Superman not being able to do jack squat about it. So my intention was to put Ace Blade and Carla in the same place so that I could have him woo her from another dimension. But as you can see, I was overridden. I was overruled. But it's still complicated. I can see. So I'm down with it. Let's do it.
Yeah, these are all good ideas. It just doesn't work where Carla isn't our
right.
And
right.
I imagine we're going to do crossovers again. So it definitely is an opportune moment to have that established once we hit this mark. And when Danny sees issue 23 and 24, he'll understand. But so how do I help get it back to where we keep what Danny wants with it's complicated line, but still make it work with the FSK universe? So Hotshot Mike goes up and immediately hugs Vigilance. They've never hugged before, but they've been through so much stuff. So when he sees her, it just kind of feels natural that he goes up and he hugs her. And we've got the awkward hug pose right here, but then Vigilance leans into it. Like, oh, okay, because Vigilance is a full-time superhero. She doesn't have a personal life, and where we're meeting her at her penthouse, which is new. This is her stepping away from EHD to be on her own. She still works for them, but now she works for them from a distance, and she has her own home. And so she's like, "Oh, okay. Well, this feels fine. So let me hug him back." So hugs back, and then we switch the camera to Vigilance's perspective. Hotshot here, and Danny, Ace Blade back here waving. Hi.
Hey guys,
I'm still here
too. I'm here too.
Hotshot introduces and says, "Do you have what we need?" And she pulls it out. And she pulls out this charm. So Danny Cooper's idea is that she had this emerald piece with her on her home planet, and it came with her, and nobody thought anything of it. She didn't know what her connection was to it. She just knew it was an heirloom that she had that was brought in. So she just never bothered. But Hotshot is getting that feeling, and he remembers getting that feeling the last time that Vigilance showed it to him when they had talked, which is that conversation is going to happen in Vigilance 5. So we can say here, see Vigilance 5 for, why I came here. And basically when she pulls it out, and he's like, yeah, that's it. I'm feeling that energy, that connection to it. She puts it in his hand, and she gives him the warning here, like, hey, if this is what you say it is, then you need to be careful, because Hanzo, who's in charge of EHD in Columbus, is going to want to know about this. Don't create any blowback. So these pages were added new. They had to be reworked. So we're going to have to work on the dialogue here. So this is going to be one of those things where Danny's going to take a few cracks at it, and then we're going to try. Danny, as in Danny Cooper, two Dannys. He's going to take
Danny Cooper. Yeah.
Danny Cooper and I are going to try to chisel at it to get it to make sure it fits with the FSK. So those are two completely new and redone pages. So we pick up, and the reason we had to do that because I was actually on a phone call with Danny and Rand and Victor while I was drawing pages, because we get in our chats and we just hang out and work together. And I was like, all right, Danny, I need your editor hat, because Danny J. Quick has a page where he references Hotshot seeing an emerald before, and I gotta keep that. Somehow. So how do I make this work with my museum setup? And that's what Danny told me. My museum setup is stupid. Do this. And so now let's work from that. So,
I did have the idea that the EHD was trying to lure a villain in by having it on display at the museum. I did have that idea, but it's all right. It's all right. Well, I like having Vigilance in here. Even though I wish I could get to see her fight, but no, it would be over too quick. the fight would be over too quick if Vigilance was in here.
So now we pick up exactly where we left off with the original writing, minus those 2 pages edited in. Ace Blade and Hotshot are flying, and it's like one of those moments. So I'm probably going to kind of like shrink this page a little bit so I can get 2 panels of this in, because I like one of those panels. Like that first panel will have no words in it, and then the second panel, Ace Blade like so complicated. And Hotshot's like, what? No, there's nothing complicated about it, man. She's my mentee, she's my teacher, and she just happens to be a friend of mine. And Ace Blade, right.
Right, sure.
They're still talking, and we switch the camera for above them. So Hotshot is flying here, Ace Blade is flying here with his backpack. And we've got these claw hands above them and the shadow and below them. And they're still talking, and Ace Blade like, I get it. And Hotshot is still trying to explain, like, no, it's not this. And then they get ambushed because we got the shadow, and again, body movement. Everything's moving to that page turn. And then our next page is the impact. A lot of times, in comic books, you have to decide: are you going to show the punch hit, or are you going to show the aftermath? And what can be more devastating at times? Sometimes showing the punch connect can be more devastating, but sometimes showing no punch and the aftermath of the punch can be devastating. And that's what I wanted to do, which kind of also serves, at least subconsciously in my head, for a stage transition. Because we get them falling out the sky, big explosion here into the rooftop of this building, and then out of that smoke and stuff in the rock and rubble, we have Majin getting revealed.
Nice.
Onto Ace Blade and Hotshot's heads like rag dogs. Grab. Skip over to this page. Now this one is a double page spread as well. And I'm probably gonna tweak this some, but I needed to get this as an establishing shot. Majin is now teleporting because now he's vanished. And Majin in one, and they're vanished, and they're teleported between dimensions. And we're going to see Easter eggs from other Gauntlet issues, some other Ace Blade villains and stuff like this.
Nice.
Because they are connected with them. So what they see is from them. That triangle.
Nice. I'm excited about that. I love a good Easter egg. So, yeah, I'm excited about that.
All right. So now Majin's here. They've broken free. And Majin's roaring, and Ace Blade and Hotshot are trying to figure out what to do. We got to zoom in on Majin's hand as he's powering up again. Ace Blade jumps up, Hotshot grabs him. Ace Blade throws the sword in one action. And then we got Majin firing, and they're dodging it all at the same time. And then we got Vanish, disappearing into the smoke, and then the sword goes through the smoke. And then we look up, and Vanish is above them, and Hotshot and Ace Blade appear. Then we got them mixing it up. Vanish is fighting. We got Hotshot firing up here. Majin's firing from his hands here. Ace Blade's down here blocking the shot from Vanish. And we got them really mixing it up in these three panels. This is Hotshot punching. We got Ace Blade getting down with his arm gauntlets here.
Getting busy.
Last, Vanish is getting punched by Hotshot. That punch leads you into this panel where Vanish is up close and we have him roaring at us, but we can see Ace Blade running in the background towards him, and Vanish turns around and chokes him up. Instantly, Hotshot is firing another blast to get Ace Blade free. That blast hits his body. Ace Blade gets dropped here, and now they've partnered back up, Ace Blade and Hotshot. Basically saying, like, this dude keeps disappearing. How do we handle this? And then they're still strategizing in this panel, and we got this panel with Vanish's face and both hands beside him powering up. Hotshot has the emerald in his hand, and he's forming a power blast. Ace Blade's running. Ace Blade then runs through the fire blast that Hotshot has made. It's like a circular fire blast. Ace Blade has both of his spades. But then we see we see Blackjack and Majin kind of like talking, and they're disagreeing. Blackjack is saying this is a trap, and Majin's like, no, it's not. That's where we can take them. And Ace Blade is loading up the spades. We've got a close-up of the spades being fired. And then we zoom in on his legs here. The blades hit the legs, causing ice, because Ace Blade is like, I wonder if she still has the same weakness.
That's right.
The legs get encased in ice. Vanish can't move. Hotshot charging up his fist, and boom, hits them because he also still has the emerald in his hand. He powers it up with his power and the emerald, knocking the
combination out of them.
And then these are like little notes I leave here for myself. I'm going to look up like a Ken or Radio, how to get up again, for reference for that type of thing. And then we have Ace Blade and Hotshot standing here. We've got the bodies of Blackjack and Majin knocked out. EHD units arriving on scene, landing. Ace Blade gives Hotshot the other emerald. He takes in his hand. We see Iron Smith and Khadijah coming off the ship. They come up and basically said, maybe if y'all would have told us what y'all were doing, we could have given help. And instead of showing up at the end of Bad Boys, like the movie, which I thought was great. And then Hotshot and Ace Blade are laughing like, "Oh, you're Mike Lowry? No, you're obviously Mike." We have still in the back, we got Iron Smith moving
I
away.
just think it's cool that Bad Boys exists in both universes. That's all. Just-
It exists because you wrote it in there. So they both.
hey, yeah.
And so in this panel, we've got Iron Smith picking up Emerald Piece. I'm gonna have her arm doing it's like cool little contraption coming apart and grabbing things to encase it. Blackjack's getting handcuffs put on her. Majigen's getting put into a case. And we got justice units in there and everything like that. Then we have this image of Iron Smith walking up, and basically it's a three-step motion, her showing the emerald and encasing the emerald down here while talking to Hotshot and Ace Blade. And she's like, basically, like, I can figure it out. I've already been working on the device to get you back. It just needs to be powered by this. And Ace Blade's like, well, how much time do we have? She's like, oh, I need this hour. And Ace Blade looks at his watch like, oh, that gives us enough time to do something, right? And Hotshot says, pretty much already hit of you, got the backpack for him already, gives it to him, and then we change scenes. And we have this scene where Terrell is getting jumped by people. His manager's in the car. It's basically a repeat scene of what's in Ace Blade 1.
Ace Blade 2. Yep, Ace Blade. Yeah, Ace Blade 1. You're right. Dang, you know better than I do.
So Terrell's fighting. We've got somebody coming up behind him again. Cast shadow, rim lighting. I'm probably gonna have to enter the camera. Ooh, this is why I love talking about shit.
Nice.
So my thought here is, so this is the panel now. Terrell is fighting people. He's fighting two guys, but this dude is sneaking him. So if I draw him outside of this panel, he's coming into the panel. Ooh.
Man. Cold. This dude. Hey, y'all taking notes? Y'all taking notes? Okay.
So he gets blasted by something behind him. Terrell looks back like, what the heck? The other two guys are stunned, but the big guy's down. And then Hotshot and Ace Blade land in front of Terrell like, yeah. Ace Blade goes and helps the manager out the car while Hotshot's talking to Terrell. We see everybody kind of together, talking, helping each other. They dap up. Basically, Ace Blade has saved Terrell from his fate of becoming Ace Blade in this universe. And Hotshot basically talks to him and says, you sure you want to do this? I could use a guy like you here. And Ace Blade's like, yeah, man, it's not worth it. Like, he needs to have his life or whatnot moving forward. So that's page 22. You think it'd be done there, but it's not.
Wait a minute. Why is there 5 more pages? That's supposed to be the that's supposed to be the end, Mike. He tells Hotshot. Wait a minute. He tells in my script, Mike. He tells Hotshot, "No, man, you got it." He's like, y'all don't need an Ace Blade here because they got Hotshot. And they share a smile and they say, "Oh man, this is cool." And then Ace Blade goes back home. What is this extra 5 pages?
Well, you can't just. Hotshot's got to get him home.
Okay.
So that continues on into this panel. Then we get a nice little double fly-off page. We get back to EHD. Iron Smith's there. Hotshot and Ace Blade shake hands and say goodbye to each other. Ace Blade goes through the portal, and then we zoom in on the emerald being at the top of the machine. It's shaking and vibrating, and after Ace Blade has gone through, it disappears, and Iron Smith is like, "What the hell? Where did it go?" A few hours later, Hotshot goes back to Vigilance, returns her emerald necklace, and Hotshot says, "Yeah, that thing's a problem. You probably need to tell Hanzo about it, you guys, and turn that into HD. Thanks for letting us use it so we can fix things, but it's bigger than what it is, basically." And Vigilance says, okay, she agrees to it, and we get left off there with her. And then we're at the epilogue now. Majigen is being transported by justice units, and we have a justice unit standing here, and we have the release button right next to Majigen. And then the robot's eyes light up, and his arm hits up the release button. Majigen is released. The plane flies away. Doesn't realize it just dropped off cargo, in a restricted area or whatnot. Majigen busts out the cage. There's a case with a beeping light. He walks over to it, picks it up, sees a text message there, and basically this is saying that it's been a pleasure working with you. This one is a mess up, but you're very worth the business. So I found a new artifact. Majigen then smiles, walks off into the trail, and
There we go. Come on. What? That's a real crossover, Mike. This is a real crossover, bro. Listen, I respect all the other creators who try to do crossovers before in life. I respect Marvel and DC for doing like huge events and stuff, but this is a real crossover. This is a real crossover, bro. I'm excited about this. I'm proud of the work we've done already. I can't wait to see that. I can't wait to see the page, the Easter egg page 21 and 22, like the kind of multiverse of madness going through different universes page. I'm so excited about the Easter eggs that go in there. But I think we're doing a good job. I think this is a solid story and exciting. And as long as Ace Blade gets to take that jetpack back with him, I'm good to go.
So I was going to draw that. Now that I know you want that on there, but I also got to draw like blackjacks and handcuffs and stuff and going into that portal with you. That's your villain, so she's got to be arrested and stuff in your world and whatnot. But I mean, so those are like. So I mean, be honest. Like, what do you think about these edits? I just felt like, yeah, we could end it there, but then there should be fallout. Like after.
No. I knew that you had the extra pages coming in at the end to go to the next story. So no, I knew about that, but I just like it, man. I really like this. I like the addition of vigilance in there to kind of introduce what you got going on with them there, because I didn't know about that. Mike. So I'm glad that Ace Blade gets to be a part of that. So yeah, man, I like it a lot, man. I'm really excited, and I can't wait for people to see it.
Yeah, we're probably gonna have to call Ace Blade over with that process. So,
hey, we got the technology now. We can make it happen anytime.
But yeah, man, this is like a really fun experience. Being able to come in here and chop it up and like put this book together, work on like from the script to working this out. I honestly I gotta thank you because like you have helped added a lot to the FSK verse with your writing. Letting us play with your character, being patient, and being the open door when it comes to like injections of different ideas and concepts into your writing, because the writing is not easy, and it's not something you need to do lick split. So I think you can break through this whole process, and I think we've both been big fanboys as we've been going through it or whatnot. But
yeah, man, I appreciate you, bro. This is gonna be epic, and I'm excited about it. Like I know just like you, probably I get asked about doing like crossovers and stuff all the time, like literally once a week, probably. Somebody says, "Hey, we should work together on something," and it's good to actually be able to not only say yes, but to know that it's gonna happen and that the product is gonna be good. So I'm excited, man. I hope people enjoy these behind the scenes moments, and it supercharges them about going out and get the story. So by the time y'all are watching this, we will have everything set up for y'all to go follow the Kickstarter page. Yeah, in this area. So make sure you go do that, man. Mike, man, this has been fun. I can't wait to do this again in the next session.
Oh wait, but we're not done yet because I still got covers to show you.
Oh shoot.
So
I thought you said you were working on the inks. You already did you?
Pencils.
Okay.
Let me show you the pencils. So this is like really cool too, because like this is our whole team right now. So James D. Quick did the writing for the story. I'm doing the art for the pencils for the story. Veronica Smith is coloring both issues. James D. Quick is on the letter. Ace Blade, Cooper, Shot. Then we have Lori at the studio Kickstarter for the shipping, things like that. And we have Kyron and Danny Cooper as our editors of both issues. Like that's the whole team. So like I said, we're gonna get kind of inside scoop on all of it, but we're trying to like this Kickstarter probably I got it set right now for May of next year. I mean, obviously, if we get it done sooner, I would love to launch it sooner or whatnot. but we are trying to we want 1,000 followers on this page. All right, we want you guys to go to this page. We want you to follow it, see our inside documentary journals and things like that. I'm ecstatic about this coming, but like I said, this is happening in our books. These are the next issues in our books. These aren't shots or anything like that. Danny and I've already talked about the artist. We want to do the collector's cover for it because it's a version where you can get both books with the sketches, the layouts, and scripts in one book, and they're going to do the cover for that. We've talked about how we want to promote it. I talked to Sean Mack to get some ideas for him for promo that I'm going to talk about with you as well.
Okay.
So we are in this thing. We're going to make the graphics for the Kickstarter and all that stuff. So we want people to be part of this journey early so you can get this. But then also, we're not going to lie. We're trying to give you enough time to get caught up on the books.
Yeah.
You got to get those books.
Got time, yeah.
But so what I'm going to show Danny J Quick right now show Quick and y'all is what we dubbed the writers covers, because Danny is a part of a group that's doing the Gauntlet for Hot Shot. It's 10 issues written by 9 different writers facing 9 new villains or re-envisioned villains for Hot Shot, and all this stuff is leading up to Manifest Emergence. And the Gauntlet, Danny Quick is the second book in the Gauntlet.
Travis.
After Travis Gibb.
Travis Gibb, yep.
So that book, and like I said, that book is already drawn ink in that color right now. So you're going to see the promo. You would have already seen the promo for that by the time you see this. But what we're doing special for each writer is we're giving them a writer's cover. So it is the book that they wrote. It's supposed to have the Hot Shot graphics on it because it takes place in Hot Shot, right? But we wanted to make sure that the writers had something that featured the cover of their character, but would also make people say, "Oh, that's a #1 issue," and you'd be like, "Well, it's not technically a #1. What it is a first appearance issue of this character." So we reworked the graphics, and the graphics aren't final yet. I'm still playing around with them. But we reworked the graphics to be a writer's cover for Freestyle Comics. So it's going to have Majigen's name on it, Majigen as a character, and it's going to say at the bottom, a part of the Hot Shot series. So you kind of get your own #1 issue of a brand new character that you wrote to have it.
Okay. All right. I'm excited about that. I like that.
And I'll show a couple examples, ones that are being colored right now, just so you guys can see it. But here is the solo Majigen.
Ooh. Hey, okay. All right now. I like that. The feet, bro. He's got like a real what's your boy's name from Beauty and the Beast? I don't forget his actual name, but the Beast from Beauty and the Beast.
Oh yeah.
If he was a immortal sorcerer, I like it. I like that, bro. That's gonna be dope.
So I'll be inking this on. Well, by the time you see this, I would have already inked this on stream. But putting him in this chair, putting this full elegance, so you can see who Majigen is. He's gonna be a recurring villain in the Hot Shot series and things like that, and with the power. So this will be inked today, but in the past for y'all. But to show you what I am, show you what I'm talking about with these writer covers, I'll show you an example, and then we'll get out of here.
Bro, you got too many screens. You got 5 screens, 3 monitors, 3 computers, iPad.
Look, man, I'm just trying. Oh, you know what the easiest way to show you?
77 action figures.
A lot of those.
Shoot. That reminds me, I need to put some of these Legos. I got Thor's hammer over here. I need to put together for my collection.
Oh man, what you doing? Put it together.
Lego, man. Shoot, I might after I go see Predator. My wife just got home, so we're gonna go to the next showing and make it happen.
It's time.
Yes, sir.
All right, I figured the easiest way just. But this is the Hot Shot Monster Gauntlet. show you that first. What else here? All right, 9 Amazing Writers, 9 new villains, and Rookie Squad. These are all the villains that Hotshot's going to face over these 9 issues. We got Travis Gibb, David Quick, Carlo Grano, Morgan Iverson, Jones, Tom Crawford, Ted Secora, Tyron Silver, Ryan Gibson, writing all this. This is going to take us from 14 to 23 in the month. So super excited about these. Some of these stories are really great. We got like I think 5 of them done, ready for art. So it's going to be something like that. And here we go. So, and that's that same issue that we're going to bring up. So this is Hot Shot 14. This is the regular cover for it. Hot Shot runs the gauntlet, and also not just new suit, new villains, same epic. And this is cover A, chapter 42 in the Hot Shot series. Travis Gibb, Brian Wolf, illustrated this one, and Fletch Griffin also illustrated. So now the writer's cover version is going to look like this.
Oh, I did see this. I remember now.
So Gravel's name is the feature on there. Steve Gravel and Hot Shot runs the gauntlet. So this is the cover that Travis Gibb is going to have on the table. And so when people see it, they're going to think, oh, that's a brand new comic. That's a brand new first issue. Technically, it's not. Again, I really love the way Ryan Ottley, Robert Kirk do things. And they did this with Invincible when Invincible had a costume. They put a big one on that bad boy. And then when you looked at it, it said first appearance, not number 1 of the costume.
I love it. Okay.
And then
there it go. There it go.
We had to show y'all the covers. This is the Hot Shot Ace Blade cover for part 1. This is getting colored right now by Veronica. I very much so enjoy this cover. I had a lot of fun drawing these 2 characters.
Yeah, man.
This is the Ace Blade cover for part 2 for Ace Blade Hot Shot. And I drew this after Ed McGuinness. Ed McGuinness drew a very good cover of Venom attacking Wolverine and Nightcrawler, and I was like, man, that is perfect. So it's an homage cover of that. I thought it was really dope. And this is Vanish on this cover.
I like it. Yeah.
And Majin choking the hell out of Ace Blade.
Right. I see you got the sword up, man. I like, hey, that's heat, bro. That's heat, bro. So in addition to, all right, so when we do the Kickstarter, I'm just asking. When we do the Kickstarter, they'll be able to get both of these covers.
Yes.
They'll be able to get the writer's cover and the special edition one that we're going to get from, I'm not even going to say the artist yet, but the special edition with both issues in one.
Yep.
Okay. Hey, I like it. I'm down, bro.
And it worked well for me at the last Kickstarter, but like we did, and nothing's final, but we can work it out. If we had like a regular one that just had both of them in there, then we could do a true collector's edition with the artists that want to have on it. Not gonna say the Vigilance collector's edition I did for trade. Book moves. People love buying stuff to it, but like if you have, I kind of like to always have a version for somebody. So like if they just want to get the both issues, then you have a regular. And you never know, you got those collectors that are like, hey, this is the first time Ace Blade and Hot Shot crossed over. Let's go ahead and make it happen.
That's facts. Hey, I'm down with it, bro. I'm excited, and I know that there's people that will be excited about this also. I'm thinking of a couple people who follow both of us, and I know they're gonna be very excited. In addition to everybody who hears about it, man, I might have to come out there and sign some books. Like we might have to make that a thing, bro. When these books finally do come in, for us to go somewhere and do a signing or something like that, or at least sign books to go out for the Kickstarter. I'm excited, bro. I'm excited.
Yeah, we find somewhere in the middle of your shop. Sean suggested that we do a book opening at his shop.
Oh yeah, right. Yeah, that's facts. I think he's a little closer to me than you right now, but he's in Atlanta. Yeah, right.
Yeah, that's what. So
okay,
my brother lives down in Atlanta. So.
Oh, for real? Okay. Hey, we can make that happen, bro. Cuts and comics, man. We can make that happen.
I absolutely love to do that. But yeah, so I'll let you go to the movie, man. Thanks for joining us. We'll have another episode out. The next episode will probably be the editor's episode. Danny and Kyron are going to be reviewing the pages amongst the script. So while the layouts are done, they're not done. And this is the stage where we really want to work and develop the pages. So you guys seen all that. So now, and I like to say Danny and I pretty much know our editors. So we try to make our art
right.
But they always mess up. They always, like, if you remember it through the video, I said Danny's going to be looking for this. This is why I'm already going to change it.
Mm-hmm.
But they always catch something, man.
No, Kyron definitely gonna get you on a couple of things. He's gonna have some ideas. Kyron likes to make suggestions.
Mm-hmm.
And I don't know how to say it, but you're gonna have to take one or two of them at least. You're gonna have to take one or two of them at least, or he's not gonna let it go. So I can't wait. But all right, brother, man, I'm about to go see Predator, and I'll catch you later.
All right, man. Cool, man. Thank you, everybody. Hope you guys are enjoying this. This is Inside Look, and we'll catch you at the next one.